Let me know when you're able to see the presentation, okay?
Ya se mira.
Okay. So as you can see, today's topic is about describing and writing a recipe. Did you eat already? Ay, qué malos. Can I also mean it wasn't half an hour, it was just 5 minutes, I guess. Okay, so Kenya, can you help me to read, please?
Yes, se movió algo aquí, dice. Ahí voy. When writing a recipe or instructions, use use numbers to indicate the state and use the base form of the verb to give instructions. Use commas between things in a list. Use and between the last two things. Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you follow a recipe, if you notice, the tense that is used is the simple present. So it means that we have to use the base form of the verb, and then they are numbered by the steps, right? Like the first step, second step, etc. So the main parts of a recipe are the list of ingredients and the procedure. That's what we get in a recipe that we follow. So we find first the ingredients, and then we find the procedure of how to cook it, right? For example, so what would you dime?
En este partido.
What?
Sube el micrófono.
El micro.
Okay. Apaguen sus micrófonos, por favor, al menos que vayan a participar. So it says, make the list of ingredients. Write the quantity of each ingredient for the number of people, usually for the 6. That's something you have to write on it, right? And write detailed instructions. You have to explain exactly what the person is going to do with the list of ingredients. And you have to specify, for example, half or a cup, or 2/3 of a cup, or 2 spoons, things like that, right? We're gonna see more about this. For example, these are the typical measurements in cooking. 1 inch, 1 tablespoon, this is very common, which is una cucharadita. Teaspoon, esto ya es una cucharada normal. A pound, which is almost half a kilo. And 1 ounce, which is 26 gramos. Actually, whenever we talk about ingredients, we don't use the ones in English because these are the ones that are used in the United States. We are more like in kilograms and grams and that, right? But, or milliliters, but these are just like the abbreviations. This is what they are. If I say 1 tablespoon, those are 15 ml. So instead of using this, you can just use the spoon, the tablespoon or the teaspoon, and they're actually like small, I don't know how they're called, like cups, that they already have these measurements, and they help you to be specific. What else do I have to do? So say how much you need, and don't forget any ingredients. For example, 3 oranges, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half pound of flour, and etc. Right? These are like the measurements we saw in the previous slide. Those are the ones that you have to express and explain to follow correct the recipe. For the procedure, okay, so we have already finished with the ingredients, which is actually pretty easy because we just have to mention the name of the ingredients you're gonna need. Write clear, short sentences. For example, add 1 cup of water, mix all the ingredients, bake for 15 minutes at 180. It could be Celsius or Fahrenheit, right? Another thing, for example, in this presentation, I am showing you how to explain a recipe using the simple present. But it's also common to use it with the passive voice. I don't know if you remember the passive voice. Do you guys? I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw it with you, which is the one that instead of saying, for example, I cook spaghetti, instead of saying that, I'll say spaghetti is cooked. Spaghetti is cooked, for example, right? That is a passive voice. That is also very common in a recipe. But we're gonna be working with the simple present because it's easier to explain. But of course, that I can also use the passive voice if I want to. Recipe's name. Okay, of course that at the beginning I have to put the title of my recipe, the ingredients, and the procedure method. And I can add a picture. A structure you must follow for your recipe. So now we're gonna do an example. Let's say that you're gonna help me, okay? So let's say that we're gonna cook a sandwich. What do I need for a sandwich? So first, here at the top, I have to write sandwich, like a ham sandwich, a normal one. What do I need for my sandwich, guys? Help me. What are the ingredients I need? Huh? Cheese. Okay, so how much? You need to be specific, remember. One tomato, one slice. Very good. That is also important to say slice, slice, etc. We're gonna see vocabulary, which is according to giving recipes. So you need 2 slices of bread, right? I need 2 slices of bread. 1 slice of cheese, tomato, 1 tomato, what else? Remember that those ingredients that are not essential, you can put like in parentheses, optional. So the person who's gonna follow the recipe can be aware of adding or not adding those ingredients, right? What else do I need? Lettuce, and the most important, as I told you, ham, right? 1 slice of ham. Procedure, what do I need to do? That's what I'm gonna write in here. I have 4 steps. What am I gonna do first? Manuel, can you help me? Give me the first step to make a sandwich. Put the ingredients in the table. Okay, so put the ingredients on the table. On the table. Okay, so now that I have them on the table already, what do I do next? Manuel, no? Melissa, what do I do next? I already have my ingredients on the table. What do I do next? Someone? Where? Remember to be specific, guys. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to make it. Okay, so put the meat on the bread. What else? This is just like a rehearsal, okay? It's practice. I mean, it's not that we're gonna actually, like, we can invent the steps. A structure you must follow for your recipe, that's the title of this, and then add a picture. Take 1 slice of bread and put the meat in the top, okay. So very good. And then you can add whatever ingredients you decide, right? And then add a picture. Here we're gonna place a picture of our finished product. I mean, we're not gonna, you can actually include the pictures of the ingredients which are kind of rare. Let's say that we're cooking something from another country. So we can place pictures of the ingredients. But we also have to include a picture of the final product. Then here we are gonna find a YouTube video which is very related to this. It is not, no, it is not, it wasn't there, but for example, I wanted to tell you that whenever we, for example, the steps we have to follow for the procedure, because for example, we can sometimes need to I'm gonna upload a picture so you can see the different vocabulary words that are very useful when explaining the procedure of how to explain the recipe. For example, chop, which is like using the knife and then you cut it like chop, as that is. Or when you mix, that is another word for the procedure. Or when you sink, for example, the pasta, you sink it, and vocabulary like that. I'm gonna add a picture so you can see it and help you for the recipe, okay? Then we're gonna go to how to describe places. It says, watch the following video to answer the activity. This is the activity you're gonna do actually. Look, I'm gonna stop sharing. Give me a second. Don't leave. I'm here. Can you see? Can you see?
No.
Let me know. Now?
Todavía no,
No,
teacher.
todavía no.
Okay.
Ya.
Okay, so these are different vocabulary we can or we use for a explaining, right? Explaining the procedure of a recipe. So we microwave, we mix, we peel, we pour, we roast, scramble like the eggs, we sift. This is very common with the flour con la harina. We slice. Aquí no viene chop, pero por ejemplo, that is a slice cuando partes así como que en rebanadas. Y el chop es cuando así picadito todo. Sprinkle, like squeeze, stir fry, tenderize, like with the milanesas, for example, wash, weigh, whisk. And this is, oh, wait. It's very small. It's very small. I'm gonna send it to you where you can see it like bigger. So this vocabulary is for cooking, not for the ingredients. It's for the procedure. When you explain the procedure of your recipe, this vocabulary is going to be very useful. I'm gonna add it to your presentation so you can see it and follow it or use it as a tool for you to write your own recipe, because that's what you have to do. So I'm gonna explain you what else you're gonna be doing. Can you see the document?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says, share your favorite recipe. Remember to follow the steps from the presentation. So please, guys, I'm going to ask you to not search for one on the internet, okay? Write your own recipe. It could be about your favorite food. It could be something very simple. It doesn't have to be nothing very gourmet. So it could be how to prepare your favorite egg or your favorite hamburger sandwich or whatever. But I want you to do it by yourself, okay? I mean, not to download one from the internet. And remember, as it says in here, to follow the steps from the presentation, because you need to be explicit. I want you guys to explain exactly what to do. If you say that we are going to use vegetables, so tell me, what am I going to do with the vegetables? Wash them, stir them, whatever, okay? And then it says, when you finish with your recipe, it says, watch this video that it's in here. Once you watch this video, because it's a person, is Denise explaining about her apartment, sorry. So you're going to answer these questions about the video where is describing the places, okay? So that is basically what you have to do. As I say, I'm gonna upload you pictures with vocabulary, and the other thing is that you have to do is just watch the video and answer the questions related to what she's describing, okay? Do you have any question?
Teacher, lo de los ingredientes,
Ajá.
solo ponemos así de que voy a ocupar y luego ¿cómo se llama? Los pasos.
Procedure, yes, the steps. And if I'm gonna use the ingredients, be specific, guys. Say, you need 2 carrots, you need 1 tablespoon of salt, or whatever, okay?
Okay.
Remember, you are explaining, and probably I'm gonna follow one of your recipes. So, I don't know. If you are creative, etc., I can make one of your recipes. Okay, guys, that's it for today. If you don't have any question, I'm gonna finish. But before that, I'm gonna ask someone to please take a picture of the attendance and send it to the group so we can have evidence of who's here. Don't worry. Okay. Well, basically, that's it. I'm waiting for the picture to close this.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you. See you guys. I'll be waiting your recipes. Bye.